Hi, Courtney. My name is Brooke. How are you?
I'm okay, Miss Brooke. How are you?
I'm doing okay. Doing okay. I first off just want to commend you for walking through the doors. I can only imagine how much effort it took for you to come here. Considering everything that I've read in your file about the date rape and just everything you encountered. How are you feeling?
I go through depression, sadness, regret. Sometimes I blame myself. And even hatred for him and
Mm-hmm.
having trouble trusting people,
Mm-hmm.
men especially. It's just, I'd been involved in a relationship for a while and had kind of decided that I didn't want anything to do with anyone for a while. Just kind of wanted to get myself together, but family and friends, you know how family and friends can be.
Mm-hmm.
They want to see you happy. They want to
Right.
see things happen for you. And they
Right.
thought it was going to be another person. So I said, well, okay, this won't be all bad. It won't be bad. Let's go out. Do a dinner, a movie, just have fun,
Mm-hmm.
relax, not even looking for an intimate relationship,
Right.
a romantic relationship, but just a friend.
Right.
Not to be friends with. And he had other ideas. He just took it totally different. I'm not a drinker.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even old enough to drink.
Mm-hmm.
Took me to a bar. Somehow between him and the bartender, he slipped something in my drink because immediately after drinking it, I felt out of sorts.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
So I knew something was off.
Yeah.
And even with that, I don't know why I stayed. Why didn't I just ask him to take me home? And
Mm-hmm.
if he didn't take me home, I should have just called and had my friends, somebody come pick me up.
Mm-hmm.
But I trusted him.
Courtney,
He had no reason not to.
do you mind if I say something?
Yes, ma'am.
No one walks around asking or hoping to get victimized. You didn't ask for him to do that. And so I have to tell you, don't blame yourself. It is not your fault. You expected that this was someone that you could trust. You expected that this was someone who would respect you, considering, you established enough trust to be able to go out and allow him time, in your company, in your presence. So don't beat yourself up about it. We make mistakes. The important thing is that at this point going forward.
But what kind of people would do things like that? I mean, all through the evening he's talking to different people and his friends, so they must have known what was going on. And he takes me back to his place and his roommate is there and then his roommate disappears. How could they allow that to happen to someone? Do they not think that they have a mother, a sister, a cousin, some other female that they love and respect, and they wouldn't certainly want that to happen to them?
Mm-hmm. Courtney, sometimes people do some of the most strangest things, and not to justify his actions by any means, not at all.
Yes.
We don't know what he may have gone through, what he may have experienced. Maybe someone took advantage of him, and not that that's okay, not at all, because look what he's done to you. So at this, I wouldn't even worry about him. He's going to get what's coming to him. What's important is you and getting your life back on track like you want, and taking the proper steps that's going to be healthy for you to regain your strength and regain your power back. Because when that happens, when someone victimizes you or invades your territory like that, there's a sense of power that is lost.
How do I forget it though? I mean, I close my eyes and I can see him in my head and I can still feel like I'm there, even though it's been months since it happened, but it still seems like it was just last night. So I just want to forget all about that. I want to be healed from it, and I just want to move on with life and forget about that. But I do want justice to be served to him.
Absolutely.
Because I don't want him to do that to anyone else. He probably did it to someone else, and no one probably reported it. But I want to be the one that, make sure that he gets his punishment, whatever he did. Because that doesn't need to happen to anyone else.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I definitely can understand how you feel and understand why you feel the way that you do. And guess what, Courtney, you are entitled to that. You have gone through such an unthinkable experience, and I commend your strength for wanting to still have compassion for someone else, to not want someone else to go through the very horrific thing that you've gone through. So, in reference to you saying that you feel like, you continue to see everything as though it had happened just yesterday and feel it's going to take some time to heal. It was such a very vulgar thing that happened to you that's unfortunate, and you can heal. There is going to be, a point where, you're going to be able to look back, because I hear the determination in your voice that you want to be free from this. And so I believe
to be over.
I believe that you will be.
Yes.
So
what do I do? How do I get there? Can I speed the process up?
I wish there was a pill or something, something we could just take medically prescribed,
forget all the memories,
or a little magic genie that we could put on our hat, to get rid of those emotions. But it's going to take really just, it's going to take time. Time really does heal wounds. And just one of the things that's going to be important is keeping yourself around positive people. I mean, does your family know? Are they aware? Or who all knows?
Yeah, I eventually told my mom and my dad and my close friends. They know. People that are close to me, I've told.
Have they been supportive?
They have been, and I could even see how it's affecting them. I can tell they're trying to stay strong and positive for me. But unless you've been through it, you really don't really know the right things to say. And even though I've experienced it, I don't know what I would say to someone else, that experienced it. So, they're good. They're trying to make sure I keep my focus, and they're very concerned about me and looking out for me. So, and one of the things I'm just so thankful for is that I hadn't thought about suicide. It's just suicide is just not that's not the answer. So,
right.
But I want to heal from the pain of that entire experience and be able to move on. And someday be able to at least be a support for someone else. Just as you are. Maybe do something. Maybe that's helping me to define a career field for me, Maybe I can help others. Maybe I can do something such as you're doing and to be a help to someone. So, but thank you very much for talking with me. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, and I know that everything that we talk about is confidential.
Absolutely.
I understand your position, so
yes,
I appreciate that.
Absolutely. And just know, again, as you said, I'll say it again, everything that we discuss in this room is absolutely confidential. The only time I would have to say something is if I sense or you state, indicate that you're going to harm yourself, which you've already clearly said that suicide is not an option, and that you won't hurt anyone else. No. So I would
like to go get him though, but I have thought about that.
You
I
will
thought
have
about
those
that.
thoughts.
Revenge.
You will have those thoughts.
But I would never carry anything out like that. So
Okay.
instead, I choose to let justice serve.
And I so commend you. I so commend you. Well, this is what I do want to do for you, Courtney. There is a women's victims advocate group that I would love you to just go by and check out, see if it's a support group that you feel would be workable for you. There's a lady by the name of Shanice. Shanice is amazing. She actually started the organization. She was a victim herself. And ever since she was able to regain her power and her strength back, she's been so influential in the community, and wanting to reach and help other women that have gone through the same thing she's gone through. So I'd like to set you up with an appointment to stop by next week, Tuesday. What's your availability?
Evenings are good for me.
Evenings are good? Okay, so she has an available time frame of 3 to 7. So what time frame in between there would you like?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock?
Yeah.
Okay.
How long should I plan to be there?
Her sessions, the event time frame is about an hour and a half.
Okay.
So you'll be looking at about approximately an hour.
Okay.
Would that
so
be
will
okay?
Yes. Will I be by myself or it's a group?
It's a group
setting?
Okay. Right. But your initial encounter with her will be for like maybe 10 minutes. She wants to, get to talk to you. You both talk to each other.
Okay.
So it won't be a one-sided deal. You'll actually, you get to, introduce yourself to her as well. Okay.
Right.
And then after that, I'll make sure the secretary knows, and the secretary will call you and give you just a confirmation reminder call, okay?
Okay.
And I also would like to follow up with you myself the following week just to hear how things are going and how your session went there with Shantae. So what time or what day next week would work for you?
That same day. How about a week from that day? That would be good.
Okay.
Yeah.
And any time is fine. So you said evenings?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Is 3 o'clock okay?
Yes, you can call me at 3 o'clock then.
3 is good? Okay.
You want me to call or you want me to come by?
Well, you'll actually be coming in.
Oh, okay.
You'll be coming back here.
Oh, that's fine, yes.
Okay. All right. Well, it was a pleasure to meet you. Courtney, thank you. And
Thank
you stay
you.
encouraged.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your help.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely.